Good start mula sa Barako Bull Energy for this ball game. Rushing off to a 10-0 lead and leading by 5 at the end of 1. Let's hear more about Barako mula kay Riza Diaz.
Charlie, dahil nga sa masamang panahon, ang dami na ring feeling under the weather dito sa Barako Bull. Unang-una si Dorian Peña, he's been sick for a number of days. Pangalawa, itong si Danny Seagal na halos hindi nga daw makahinga dahil sa lala ng kanyang sipon. Katunayan, hindi siya nag-ensayo for the past 2 days. At kahit si Coach Raiko Toroman, nilalagnat na rin ngayong araw na to mismo. Pero sabi nga nila, wala silang pwedeng magawa kundi maglaro pa rin in spite of all these aches and pains. Charlie and Eric?
Well, no choice talaga, no? Whatever the reason be. Kausap nga namin kanina yan si Dorian Peña at si Danny Seagal. At inaamin naman ni Dorian Peña na nahawa lang sa kanya si Danny Seagal dahil lagi sila magkasama. Naunang nagkasakit ito si Dorian. Bila si Danny nahawa na rin. But let's see if Danny can produce in this ball game. He's in the ball game right now to start the second quarter. Scored 10 points in the last ball game. So, tinan natin, very... that's 2 ball games ago rather. But alam naman natin, maaasahan talaga si Danny Seagal as far as scoring is concerned.
Saan ba silang tatlo pumunta ni Coach Raiko?
Yun ang tanong. Yun ang tanong.
Nagkasakit eh. Kung saan kasi siguro pa pumunta.
Hazul.
By the way, mahirap talaga. It's that time of the year. You know, it's always tough. You really just have to take care of yourself. But you know, these guys are always, you know, especially now that they're in the wind of elimination round, bugbugan parati ang practice niyan.
Tapos pabugso-bugso pa yung ulan at hindi mo alam kung kailan babagyo. You might get caught in the rain. As the miss mula kay Jensen to open this second quarter, RJ Azul hit a 3 to cut this lead down to just 2, 25-23. Lamang pa rin ang Barako. Pero ito na ang pagkakataon na itay ang ball game, and Dondon Ontiveros does exactly that jumper kanina sa kanan. Ngayon kaliwa naman yung tira ni Dondon.
Well, napaka-importante for guys coming off the bench to always sustain the good start of Alaska right there. Kanina, Alaska struggling in the first quarter, pero ito nang buti na lang, the bench players are coming in and helping.
What a pretty move mula kay Dave Marcelo. Hindi lang niya nakompleto, but he faked one way and went the other. Tapos tapik pa nila ang bola palabas, so it's a turnover. Pero that move was reminiscent yung mga Hakeem Olajuwon moves in the under the basket partner kontra sa San Antonio Spurs back in the playoffs. Medyo matagal na rin yun.
No, but of course, yeah, you know, guys like our big men, marami na kasi natuturuan na talaga sila na mabuti ng mga coaches. That's the reason why you see a lot of improvements with the footwork.
Strong move mula kay Sunny Toff to the basket. And that was a second chance para sa Aces, who grabbed the lead once again, 27-25, approaching the 10-minute mark left here sa ating first half. Ito si Keith Jensen, another guy who's gotten significant playing time para kay Coach Raiko after coming over from the Barangay Ginebra Gin Kings. Buenafe lost that basket, trying to drive baseline. Ball stays with the white shirts. 4 seconds sa kanilang shot clock. At may timeout na tinawag ito si Coach Raiko. 30-second variety yan. So he's seeing something that he'd like to adjust. Huwag natin kalimutan na mapapanood na ang Cine Filipino Film Festival sa September 18 to 24. Cine Filipino, kwento ang hari. You know, Eric, itong Alaska and Barako, 2 teams coming off back-to-back losses, di ba? So, Barako had a good start, 3-1 ang kanilang record, but in the last few ball games, they've lost more than they've won. And we were talking about it earlier. Sometimes, you know, it's Singletary getting a bunch of points, and minsan sporadic ang delivery ng mga locals para kay Coach Raiko.
Well, you know, Barako has a very good import in Mike Singletary. So, we've seen it when Eman Monfort picks up his game, gumaganda na nanalo ang Barako. So which means you just need some more support coming from the locals. Now, if Eman cannot get his 20 points in one game to win a game, you need to distribute the 20 points to the other players. Ang daming more than capable to score in that lineup, you know, from end line to end. Tingnan mo yung kartada ng bawat manlalaro ng Barako. So you really expect them to do better, especially if they start to click all together. On the other hand naman, for the Aces, you know, it's tough to really play against, you know nga, Charlie, nung inabot nga sila nung malakas na buhos ng ulan. Some of the players like JV Casio came in late for the game because of that traffic. Kaya nahirapan na rin sila to bounce back because hindi kompleto ang kanilang lineup. And against Petron, of course, it could go either way. And even Lassiter was saying in the interview na kahit it could have gone either way, they were just lucky to get the breaks again.
This ball game, sometimes a play can change your fortunes, di ba? Isang play lang pwede mangyari yan. Who knows what would have happened kung hindi nag-turnover nga yung pag-dribble kunyari nito si Mike Singletary off his foot in their last ball game. Diba? It could have been a different result. Alaska's up by 4. 9-0 run para sa Alaska to start this quarter. In fact, Barako hindi pa nakaka-shoot after exactly 3 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Abueva gustong dagdagan sana ang score ng Alaska, ngunit nagmintis ang tira niya in the lane. Here's Keith Jensen bringing it up para sa Barako. Weinstein. 12 seconds on that Barako shot clock. The bounce to Danny. Danny makes his move in the lane. Kicks it out to Weinstein. He'll drive the lane. Go all the way in for the lay-in. Sean Weinstein.
You know, he's really getting all the breaks right now. No Eman Monfort, just him and Celino Cruz. Kailangan talaga silang dalawa yung mag-step up. This is their time to shine. And, you know, in crucial games like this, if he plays big tonight, then all the more he's going to get the minutes that he really deserves.
RJ Azul taking it from 3 and missing. On the run, ito si Danny Siegel. Wants to outmaneuver Gabby Espinas. Throws it up, pero may pito ng ating referee. And looks like Danny's gonna go to the line para sa dalawang free throw. So let's see, you know, if really that illness that he was feeling last night or yesterday will affect the way he plays today. Seems to be pretty sprightly dito sa ating sa kanyang unang minutes of action.
You know, these guys are professionals, and you know, kahit may sakit sila, they will try to shrug it off and play hard. They know the value and importance of this game, and they really have to be at their best. Kahit nga yung iba tinatrangkaso na like Danny Siegel and even Dorian Peña, if they're given a chance to perform, I expect them to really do too well also.
Si Danny Siegel, a few months ago, I chanced upon a forum on one of the websites talking about the best PBA players who never won the MVP award. Halos lahat ng listahan, people would name 2 or 3 guys, and almost always na-mention itong si Danny Siegel.
Oh,
diba?
yes.
Dami niyang best player of the conference, dami siyang championships na pinanalo, you know, best player of the game, of course, very often, no? Pero yung MVP award na yan has eluded him.
Samboy Lim.
Yun, nandun din yun.
So, ganun eh. Yung superstar players like Samboy, the legends of the game, of course, Danny Siegel will be one of them. Talagang malaking bagay talaga yung ano eh. You have a great season, of course, your team is also doing well.
At saka yung ano eh, there's voting for that.
Yun na nga.
Diba?
Yeah.
So may kasama doon. In fact, Calvin Abueva is a candidate for the MVP award this season. People are questioning or asking whether he can garner enough votes to get that twin awards, those twin awards rather, of rookie and MVP at the same time. So, you know, you mentioned Sam Boyle, you know, there's a bunch of players which only goes to show you, Eric, kung gaano kahirap.
Yes,
no, kung gaano kahirap maging MVP sa PBA. You're talking 10 teams, let's say 15 players a team. So, you know, you have to really outshine the others and then get the requisite number of votes.
So, it's not only points, Charlie, no? Isipin na ibang tao, basta gumawa ka lang ng 30-40 sa isang game. It makes a difference. But sometimes, even those guys are on the top of, you know, the MVP race. Kadalasan sila may points, may rebounds, may assists. Ang dami, they contribute in everyone in all the stats department.
Yun na nga yun, all around them to get those statistical points na sinasabi nga whenever the awards are given out. 12-second shot clock para sa Barako. The jumper from Danny Siegel doesn't go mula sa kanan. Na-rebound ni Gabby Espinas. Ito na Alaska. Isas tabla naman po tayo. This is the third deadlock of the ballgame at 29 apiece. McInnes, before he made his move, there's a reach-in foul called kontra rito kay Dave Marcelo. At nakikita natin, very frustrated si Dave Marcelo. He thinks, no, he's playing good, straight-up defense. Pero napituan na siya 2 beses. So ngayon, babalik siya sa bench as Enrico Villanueva is inserted into the lineup. Enrico Villanueva, of course, trying to make his way back from an ACL injury.
This is going to be a true test for Enrico, especially you're up against a guy in Wendell McInnes who really powers himself to the basket.
And Gabby Espinas, isa pang magaling talaga sa low post. One of the best in the league si Gabby Espinas. Gets a basket inside to give his team the lead. At the 6:40 mark of the second quarter, Singletary nitangan ng bola. Kicks it over to Danny. He takes the 3. Comes in a bit closer. Some interference. Wala kay Baguio. Who cares? Pasok pa rin.
Well, you know, he did the right thing by going for the higher percentage shot with that nice shot fake.
He didn't settle on that shot. Tabla na naman po tayo. Inside to McInnes. The pass to Baguio. Baguio sees some daylight. Goes out to Casio for the three. It's short on the rebound play. Singletary na naig doon. Towering over everybody, and another reach-in foul from the Alaska Aces. And that's something that I'm sure kapansin-pansin ng coaching staff ng Alaska Aces, those turnovers as well as those reach-in fouls that they have been prone to do in the past few ball games. Kasi Weinstein, extended minutes. Nice na yung paalala sa mga nanunood, no? Especially yung mga Barako Bull fans. Eman Monfort out for at least 2 weeks. Dahil may fracture sa kamay niya dun sa huling laro nila.
Sayang nga, marami nga nasayangan na wala si Eman Monfort because he has been really playing well in this conference.
They wanna go to Espinas. Ayan na, Espinas kontra Singletary. Espinas feels he can take it, but the double team is drawn. He kicks out to Baguio. And that's the second time Alaska gets that high bounce rather on a 3-point attempt, and pumasok din pagkatapos.
Credit that to guys like Gabi Espinas. He's actually a smart low post player. Kita mo nga kahit si Singletary na bumabantay sa kanya, he drew that double team or that collapse on defense. Nakita niya si Cyrus Baguio na libreng-libre naman sa ibabaw.
Sa foul ng Gabi Espinas here. Ito yung while ago. Tignan mo, tough ng talbog tapos pasok. Lamang ng tatlo ang Alaska Aces on that 3-point shot mula kay Saibak. NBA face-off Wednesday action. A while ago, good feed mula kay Siegel to Sean Weinstein for this Photon Thunder Drive brought to you by Photon. Empower your business. Let's turn it over to Riza Diaz once again to tell us something about this guy, Sean Weinstein.
Charlie, sabi ni Sean Weinstein, with Eman Monfort out, he has big shoes to fill nga daw because more minutes would mean more responsibility for him and also for Celino Cruz. Ang sabi nga niya, they've always been ready at yan naman daw talaga yung essence ng pagiging team. They look after each other, and when one is down, they have to step it up. Charlie and Eric?
Thanks a lot, Riza. May tanong lang ako, Eric. Big shoes to fill. Mas malaki ba yung sapatos dito si Eman Monfort kesa dito kay Sean Weinstein?
Yun na nga yung pinagtataka ko Dapat yata malaki talaga pa ni Eman Monfort.
Pwede, diba? Anyway, he's playing well to Sean Weinstein. Filling in admirably para kay Eman Monfort.
Yes, 7 points already, Charlie, for Weinstein. Napakaganda nga kanyang contribution here, both the first and the second quarter.
Well, he's a veteran. He's been around for a few years. At Celino Cruz more so para dito kay Coach Raiko Toroman. So, he can rely on these guys. They just have to kick that rust off and then try to play up to par immediately dito. As we see JB Casio naman, yung mga ganyan. Kailangan pa nila bantayan si JB Casio on the other end. It's not just about orchestrating on one side, it's guarding the point guard of the other team sa kabila naman.
Well, that's a value of JB Casio. So magiging problema ngayon for the guards of Barako, lalo na ngayon si Weinstein ang tumatao sa kanya. Malaking bagay talaga na JB gets going because most of the games that talagang gumaganda laro ng Alaska, guys like Casio would always score. But that's a nice defensive stop there by Alaska. Once nag-turnover ka, Charlie, it always leads to a fast break attempt. Lalong-lalo na kung si Cyrus Baguio pa yung makakuha ng steal.
Well, Wendell McInnes was on one of the wings. At sinasabihan niya si Cyrus Baguio, he should have given it up to me kasi straight to the basket na sana ako. But, the foul was taken. McInnes misses and Villanueva.
Minamasahe si McInnes.
Medyo.
Minamasahe lang ni Enrico.
Nag-react si McInnes looking at the referee saying, hey, ano ba labang pito doon? Sa ginawa niya. 36-33, a 3-point lead para sa Alaska Aces. 4 minutes remaining here in the first half. Casio squares up for 3. It's too strong. Rebound Singletary. A long rebound, so he's ahead of the pack. Tony De La Cruz to beat. And Tony De La Cruz forced to foul itong si Mike Singletary. Natutungo na naman sa 4.5-meter line para sa dalawang free throws. Pang-apat na ni Tony De La Cruz yan. As you said earlier, Eric, he had 3 in the first quarter. Grabbed this 4th foul with 3:52 remaining dito sa ating first half. So, that's another guy na might be crucial. He's got that shooting touch para kay Coach Luigi, but he might have to sit down.
Yun na nga Now, of course, yung kanyang experience and leadership for the Aces, yun ang kailangan kay Tony De La Cruz. But yun na nga nagkasunod-sunod ang kanyang foul here in the first half. And there's nothing really much you can do when you have Singletary going straight at you.
So pinasok na itong si Don Ontiveros para palitan si Tony De La Cruz. 1-point lead for the Alaska Aces. Casio. Base na kay Tos. Tos posting up Singletary. Make his move. Go up with the left hand, and that shot, he has worked on that very hard, Eric, at nakita natin, halos perfect na yan.
You know, I spoke to him yesterday during their practice, and you know, he's really been working. He was in the weight room, Charlie, and he was still lifting weights for both his upper and lower body kasi nga, alam niya na magiging bakbakan ang kanilang laro for today.
Sinabayan mo naman sa buhat.
Hindi ko kaya, mabigat mong buhat eh.
Weinstein, the drop to Intal. Intal loses it. McInnes picks it up. Numbers for the red shirts. Baguio. Makapagal fouls him to prevent the fast break. And again, McInnes looks up like, you could have dropped it back to me right away. Pero realizing na kuha naman yung foul at may chances sa dalawang free throw. Si Cyrus Baguio.
Wala, final na kagad ni Makapagal eh. Pero yun nga lang, the good break right there is itong Alaska na, or actually Barako's already in penalty. That's why 2 free throws there for Cyrus Baguio.
Mapapanood na din ang PBA sa pinakabagong channel sa Pay TV, ang Hyper. Please check with your local cable operators for availability. JV Casio will hit the bench. At si RJ Azul naman ang pinasok. And I think in RJ Azul, if you're gonna talk about primary backup point guards dito sa ating liga, he has to be near the top of the list because he comes in and provides a lot of what Casio can do, and he's bigger pa.
And it's dangerous also for RJ Azul. I've seen him so many times play against, you know, guys like great scorers like Gary David. So kaya niyang dumibensa. And meron pa siyang shots coming in from the outside.
Sean Weinstein called for an offensive foul. Balik ang bola sa Alaska, pero timeout muna tayo. Okay, sa Action TV International sa Middle East via Orbit Showtime Network, sa Europe via OSN TV tomorrow, at sa Guam via MCV Broadband. Sabihin ninyo ang inyong mga kamag-anak na abangan ang maaksyon na labanan ng PBA at UFL sa Action TV International. With a report on Mike Singletary, punta tayo kay Risa Diaz.
Charlie, it's been very hard for Mike Singletary na tanggapin yung kanilang dalawang huling pagkatalo. At nakausap ko si Mrs. Alex Singletary kanina bago ang laro na to. At ang sabi nga niya, ito daw si Michael, kapag natatalo, tahimik lang. It takes him a while bago makapagsalita at makapagkwento. Pero pagkatapos nga noon, he's fine. And more than any other game, Mrs. Singletary is hoping that Michael will get a good game today. Dahil nga birthday ni Michael bukas and maagang present na daw ito para sa kanya. Charlie?
Well, just as you say that, nakaagaw ito si Mike Singletary. So turnover forced by the Barako import. Chance to come closer. They're trailing by 4. You know what? Nabanggit ni Riza, birthday nga dito si Mike Singletary bukas. He's only turning 25. Batang-bata pa itong mama to his former Texas Tech Red Raider who's playing really greatly dito sa kanyang unang conference sa PBA.
5 years na pala tanda ko sa kanya.
Kailan yun? Offensive putback attempt mula sa Barako Bull. It doesn't go and the ball ends up outside. Back to the red shirt. So no go dun sa opensiba na yun para sa Barako Bull. 2 minutes and 14 remaining here sa ating first half. Alaska Aces on the attack. You know, lots of things perhaps ito si Coach Luigi Trillo napapaisip siya. Maybe not that happy with this first half for his team. But if he thinks about it, you know, they were down 10-0 to start. Now they're up by 4 with less than 2 minutes remaining. They're still in a very good position considering nga yung sluggish start nila, hindi sila makashoot.
Well, maganda na rin maganda rin yung lalaro ng Aces dito. Of course, Coach Luigi would want them to be more consistent with their execution. Kahit pa paano, nakahabol naman sila. And at least the score is not so high at matatapos na ang first half.
Defense na gusto rin bigyan ng pansin. Sabi niya, kulang ang depensa nila in the past couple of games. Offensive rebound mula kay Enrico Villanueva. Wendell McInnes.
Magandang confidence builder yun for Enrico because kita mo naman yung nakikipagbakbakan siya kay Wendell McInnes who's really known to be a power under the basket. But the Raging Bull, again, kahit paano unti-unti nang lumalakas ulit.
And he hits his first free throw. Swak na swak yun. At alam naman natin, you know, if there's a part of Enrico's game that he really needs to be more consistent with, it's free throw shooting. And he had a nice stroke dun sa unang attempt niya. That's 2 for 2 para kay Enrico Villanueva, former Ateneo Blue Eagle.
Well, the touch is there, Charlie. Maganda na rin yung shot ni Enrico. Just working on his consistency. But this is something big for Barako if they can get Enrico to also contribute for tonight.
Azul. On the move, on the way up, natamaan. Ipito ang ating baseline referee na si Ferrer. Referee Ferrer, and he calls a foul on JC Intal. Penalty na itong Barako, so nasa linya ngayon si RJ for 2 free throws.
You know, RJ Azul is close to averaging around 3 points, or actually 3.4 points this conference. And I've seen him, light it up in games wherein he would really shoot well from 3-point range. Something that, of course, Coach Luigi would want RJ Azul to do, especially pagdating dito sa crucial stages ng elimination round.
Miss on the second free throw. Ito. Barako wants to tie this ball game, perhaps take the lead with a 3-point shot or 3-point play. Buena fe from Rainbow Country. Masyado malakas yan. And who tracks it down? Mike Singletary once again. 10 rebounds para kay Singletary. And you know this guy, ang dami niyang offensive rebounds almost every ball game para sa kanyang kabunan.
Do it all nga si Singletary. Aside from scoring, meron pa siyang rebounding, and he also gets his teammates involved.
Celino on the drive, that running shot, bitin. Parang nabitin siya, no? Ganda na nung pagkawala niya dun sa defender niya, pero when he took the shot, he was short.
We had nice drive right here going into the lane. Yun nga lang masyadong tumagal yung pagkakahang time niya Diba? And he wasn't really able to really get a good release out of that shot.
We know this guy can hit those running shots, pero on that play, a bit out of the sync lang itong si Celino Cruz. Don swings it over. Good ball movement. Sanitos for 3. Hindi pumasok yan, pero muntik na para kay the boss.
A good defense there by Barako, lalo na sa pag-rotate ng bola, but nothing really much itong si Sanitos can do. Alam mo, sayang na rin yung mga ganun, Charlie, because you're giving well, at least that's his first foul. Pero si Singletary, magandang decente yung kanyang free throw percentage.
Mike Singletary. Sabi nga natin, he's got 10 points and 10 rebounds, makes that 11 points, 10 rebounds already here in the first half. Singletary averaging 35 points a ball game, more than 14 rebounds, a steal and a half, and about a block a ball game para sa Barako Bull Energy Cola. So, grabe talaga nadadala
niya. Great stats, no? Ganda ng stats si Singletary, really helping out itong Barako for this conference.
Second shot time para sa Alaska Aces. We're all tied up at 39. Alaska wants to take the driver's seat bago matapos itong first half. 4 seconds to go. Casio over to McInnes. He'll jack it up from 3. Bitin ang kanyang tira at ubos na ang ating oras. Humahanap ng foul itong si McInnes, but no calls after the first 24 minutes. Tabla ang ating score, 39 apiece para sa Alaska at sa Barako Bulls.